I'm out here today at one of my favorite spots. Thought I'd come out to the hayfields. We haven't had rain in quite a while. I think it's been like well over a month. The ground is super, super hard, but I just started. My car is right here behind me. This is my first signal, first hole. Got down here, plopped out, and I see something round and small. I have an idea what this might be, but let's take a look here. So, flip you around. It was down in here, plopped it out, and it's right there. And I am pretty sure I know what this is going to be, because I have found several in this area. Let's get it cleaned up here a little bit. See if we can't get an ID. You know what? Let me see if I can't get this cleaned up a little bit more, and be right back with you. All right. I mean, if you followed along at all with this site and me detecting here, you know I found a ton of copper coins here. I think in large coppers, I'm well over 25. And then farthings, which are quarter pennies, I have probably found... I found my very first one here in the backfield that's on the side of those trees. In this general area right here, I have found 4 King George II Hibernia, which is an Irish halfpenny, or Irish quarter penny in this area. So they're Hibernia farthings, and that is what this is. It is another one. So this is number 5. So it's kind of hard to see him there, but when I flip it over, you can definitely see the Irish harp right there. So this is going to be a King George II Hibernia farthing, which is a quarter penny. It's just insane that every time I come here and I'm up in this area, they're just here. And I don't know why. I've also found some Hibernia half pennies in this area, kind of over right in here. The last time I was here, I found the Connecticut copper was over in this area as well. So this was the area I decided today I was going to just come swing through here again and see what I could find. And well, that's the first hole, so hopefully that's a sign of more good things to come today. But yeah, sweet. Another King George II Hibernia farthing. Awesome. All right, let's keep going. This one here was a kind of a really jumpy. It was up like in the mid to upper 30s, and then it would kind of drop down depending on which way I was hitting it. I'm not really sure what I got here, but I mean, it almost looks like a doorstop, but I think it's probably maybe a leg to an old pot, maybe like a bean pot or something. I could be wrong, but it's heavy. So if you think you might know what that is, love to hear it. Throw something down in the comments, but still, cool little relic in the field. We'll throw her in the pouch and keep on going. Well, this one was actually a bit of a screamer. It's not real deep, as you can tell, but it was kind of 18, 19, really screaming. And I don't know if you can see it in the hole or not. Right there. Got myself a musket ball. These are always so cool to find. And you just kind of think, you know, somebody's sitting and, you know, melting down lead, making these, but just the weight of them, like what it would have felt like getting hit by one of those. I just can't even imagine. It would be absolutely insane. But hey, what a cool little find. I love finding musket balls. So, all right, we're going to put it in the pouch and let's keep going. Wow, man, I really struggled with this one. This one was down there. And when I mean down there, like, that's my pinpointer down in there. It's all of my pinpointer and then some below ground, probably another, I don't know. Anyways, but I popped it out and right there on the edge,
Let's pluck this thing out. I think it's gonna be a big dandy button. Oh, it's a big tomback button. Check that out. Oh man, that was a tough signal to get out of there. But that is a beautiful big tomback button. No design on it, unfortunately. Busted off shank. But man, God, I love finding these things. Such a cool relic to find. All right, well, there's definitely more stuff here, and they're definitely deep. All right, let's keep going.
This signal was only repeatable 2 ways. Got down there fairly deep, and I just plucked out a big button. I had a hard time pinpointing it because my pinpoint was falsing, so I did give it the double kiss there, getting it out. But another button pulled from this site. Can't really tell if there is anything on it. Might just be just a plain flat button, but still got the shank there. Smash, but the shank is there. All right, well, let's throw it in the pouch and keep going. Awesome. All right, see you guys on the next one. All right, this was a very ugly signal, and I'm gonna apologize now for the wind because it's kind of getting up higher in this field and it is a little windy, but this is really ugly way down in there, and I just flipped that, and I believe we have a coin, and I probably gave it a bit of a kiss because this was tough to get out. Trying to get it in the sun here a little bit to see if we can. Oh, I definitely gave it a kiss there. Yeah, it's definitely another large copper coin. The question is, what variety? Because kind of where I'm at in this field, I have dug a KG3 here before, and not far from here, a few braided hair large cents. It's got some weight to it. It might be American. I don't know. Let me get a toothpick on this, see if I get it cleaned up a little bit, see if we get an ID. I'll be right back with you guys. Well, this one's going to be a difficult one. It almost looks to me like there's a bust right here facing to the left, which could make that possibly a King George II British halfpenny. But it is really hard to tell. It is pretty toasty. That's best as I'm going to be able to get it cleaned up here in the field. If I do get a positive ID on it, I will post up on here what it is. But it's going to either be a King George II or possibly a King George III. But I really feel like I see a bust facing over here towards my thumb, which would make it a King George II. But either way, really old, cool, large copper. Another one saved out of here. This is I got to be approaching 30 large coppers out of this field. So absolutely insane. And like I said, it was an ugly signal, but there was enough of it there that I wanted to dig it. Man, I'm sure glad that I did. All right, cool. Let's keep going. Well, now I know too why that sounded so horrible, because right here was that copper, and then right here, I just pulled this out. There was another signal there, and it was that. So that was probably what was throwing off that signal and making it sound so bad, because the coin was kind of more towards this side of that hole, and that one, this was a little bit more on this side. So they were pretty close to each other. All right, cool. Let's keep going. So just down there, just a little bit over the crest of that hill is where I just found that copper. So I'm just making my way up along the tree line here. Got a signal right here, just plopped it out, and look at that. I believe we've got an Indian. Yes, sir. Look at the back of that. Oh, she's a beautiful there in the back. Oof. The front, though, let's see if we can't get a little bit of that off. I think we're going to get a date off of her. But I'm going to have to get it cleaned up here real quick before she dries up. So let me do that. Let me get a toothpick on it real quick, see if we can't get a date, and I'll be right back with you. Check that out. So she cleaned up beautiful in 1863. Indian head. Fatty. Gotta love that. Oh, absolutely gorgeous. This is actually only the second Indian that I've ever found at this location, because everything has been much, much older. But I will absolutely take it. I love finding Indian head scents. Oh, man. Absolutely gorgeous. Heck yeah. All right, well, we're going to keep going. And, man, this field's unbelievable. Hopefully there's some more stuff here. All right, we'll see you guys on the next one. Well, this one was a really deep, kind of an iffy signal, but I looked down there and I could see white in the hole. Check that out. A big old musket ball. Heck yeah. You know how I like finding these things. That's a nice looking one. Nice, big, heavy musket ball. Cool. All right, cool. All right, let's keep going. Hopefully there's some more stuff out in this field. So kind of an odd little signal down here. It was two ways it was screaming, and then the other two ways I couldn't catch anything. And I was thinking kind of iron, but I just popped this out, and I'm not sure. It almost looks like it's part of a key. This would have been the back end of it, and then come down here and you would have had it. But obviously, oops, sorry, there's some tall grass here. Obviously it's broken, but yeah, that's what it kind of looks like to me. It's part of an old, maybe an old skeleton key. Oh, that's awesome. All right, well, let's throw it in the pouch and keep going. Okay, so this was a 2728, and look, down in there, I think that's silver in the hole, right there. I had to pluck it out. Oh yeah, that is silver all day. Gosh, I think I kissed it though. Man, what do we got here? Trying to see if I can see anything on it. It looks old. It's another barber. Yep, I believe it's another barber dime. Let me get it sprayed down here, and I'll be right back with you guys. All right, well, I got them all cleaned up. It is an 1899 barber dime. There is no mint mark on the back, and unfortunately, I got it with my hand scoop too when I was plucking it out there, so I gave it a little bit of a scrape, but that's okay. I love the staining on that. Beautiful, beautiful. This is my second barber out of this front field. I got the other one up closer to where the house is at. And this one, obviously, if you can probably hear, is up towards the road. So really cool. I'll take that. I love finding silver. All right, cool. All right, I'm going to keep going. Well, check that out. Signal down here. Oh my goodness. That has to be a drop. No doubt about it. That is a huge musket ball. That's probably the biggest one I think I've ever found. Wow. That is an amazing find. Love it. All right, I'm going to throw it in the pouch and keep going. Hopefully there's some more stuff here. See you guys in the next one. Just got a signal down here and just plop this out. Oop. From down in there. Wasn't super deep, but it's seen better days. Awfully thin. We got us a little flat button. You can see where the shank post would have come off right there. So I'll take that. Nice little flat button. Like I said, it's definitely seen better days. Oops, been rolled around in this field, smashed up a little bit, but I will still take it. Nice little relic. All right, let's keep going. All right, so this was a very deep signal way down in there. And if you look, I just plucked it out down there. I'm gonna actually throw my pinpointer down here. I mean, my whole pinpointer's in the ground, and this was down in here, right in this area, popped it out, and that's open worked. Wow. So you can see that's where the pin would have went across. That's either going to be, it's probably most likely a shoe buckle frame. I was thinking it might be a little bit smaller and possibly be a knee, whoops, come on, focus, a knee buckle, but I think that's actually going to end up being a shoe buckle frame. Let me get this cleaned up a little bit, and we'll be right back with you. All right, check that out. That almost looks like it was probably silver washed at one time. But yeah, that's definitely a big chunk of a Colonial shoe buckle frame, and it's open work. This little bump here, there would have been like, come on, focus. That's where the pin for what they call the chafe would have run across to hold the center part. The shoe buckle chafe is like, it's got the tongs in it and hold it into the leather strap that would have been on the shoe and stuff. But man, that's another cool find. That's so awesome. All right, that's my second piece today. So let's keep going. Maybe there's more of it in this area. I'd love to be able to find the rest of it and put it back together. All right, let's keep going. Well, hey everyone, that's it for this week's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Man, I'm running out of things to say or how to describe this place. It's absolutely amazing. You know, every time we come here, we find stuff. This front field in particular has been just unbelievable for me. Like I said, close to 30 coppers, you know, large coppers, and all those farthings. I've had some Spanish silver come out of here. This is where Ella found her first silver, which was the Spanish half real. So an absolutely amazing place for us. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and also consider subscribing to the channel if you're not already, because all that stuff just helps out with our analytics, and it helps us to continue to grow. So as always, we appreciate your support. Thanks for watching. See ya.